Xbox has now become subject to a little marketing controversy online. See what the internet has to say this time around about their latest big push. Up next. What up guys, this is KLO and I'm here to give you the lowdown on all things gaming. And if you're new here, feel free to subscribe to this channel for weekly video game news content. Drop a like on the video and welcome to the Weekend XP Share. I think it's pretty safe to say Xbox over the recent years has been lacking in the marketing department. Earlier this year, there was a heavy dose of criticism on how they handled the marketing campaign for a game like Starfield. In the months leading up to Starfield, that 1 hour showcase of pure gameplay just wasn't enough for some people, and people questioned why exactly Xbox wasn't talking about Starfield. Now, I gotta admit, there was some pretty bad takes online as to why this all happened, like Xbox didn't care about Starfield, which again is insane. But 11 million players later, I think it's safe to say Xbox got the last laugh here. Despite all of that, the marketing behind this game was a huge catalyst as to why the game went on to perform so well in today's market. You've seen billboards, the game was heavily showcased at Gamescom, and they even went as far to partner up with Imagine Dragons for a full-on music video. But one thing that Xbox did here was they notified Xbox users that the game was released. And they did that by having a little pop-up ad as soon as you start up your Xbox. If you were interested, sure, you can dive down that rabbit hole and pre-download the game, or you can simply press the B button and move on with your life. And it's important to note here, this ad was a one-time thing. After you cleared it, it won't show up again. Personally, I think it's a good way to let fans of your system know your next big game is on the way. But this is something they're doing right now with the launch of Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. You get the same kind of ad you got with Starfield, but again, you can press the B button and clear it forever. And believe it or not, if you're a fan of this channel, or just like me and you're a fan of gaming, not that many people are like us who keep up to date with the latest headlines and release dates for games. But that reaction this time around for ads on Xbox is getting heavily criticized online, saying how this is very intrusive of Xbox and all that fun stuff. But this caught my attention, seeing how the big talk not too long ago was how little Xbox was doing in the marketing campaign for their games like Starfield. And now they're marketing their games and people have a problem. Now, there is a big difference between a game like Call of Duty and Starfield. One's really massive, so I guess Modern Warfare 3 is just under a microscope. Plus, not everyone is a fan of the Activision Blizzard merger, and you know who I'm talking about. But at the end of the day, I think people are just blowing this up way out of proportion, so why don't we all just press the B button and move on? Now, if this was an ad for some non-Xbox product like pants or whatever you want in the world, or even a large non-skippable ad, sure, I'd get it. But if you're a fan of Xbox and you own a console like this, I'm sure you'd want to see what games are available. But with all that being said, I'm going to pass this question off to you guys. What do you think about this ad appearing on the console as soon as you start it up? Personally, I just don't think it's a big deal. You press the B button if you don't want to see it, and if you want to download the game, you download it. But hey, this is the internet, and you know how things go there. But that about does it here. I've been KLO. I gave you the lowdown on all things gaming, and if you're new here, feel free to subscribe to this channel for weekly video game news content. Drop a like on the video, and this has been the Weekend XP Share.